I went to like down by Atlantic City because a friend of a friend is like a cosmetic surgeon down there.
Okay.
So
when you say New Jersey, I just think
the back of like a salumeria.
no. It's always fun when you. One of the things I like the most about you is that you know the words in foreign languages.
Them, yeah.
No, but that's fine. It's endearing.
But I can do it in Spanish. My Italian's horrible.
So is your Spanish. Well, your Spanish is good. Your vocabulary is good. We've done
My
this before.
pronunciation isn't horrible. You think my pronunciation's been?
Like you hit the correct. You put the emphasis on the right syllable.
Yes.
You just can't.
I just sound like
roll the R. Yeah.
I can't roll R's. I don't have that.
It's one of
of that Latin curve.
It's one of the critical. It's one of the most critical things about the Spanish language.
Did you do those this morning?
I didn't do them this morning. No,
They just do that. Like,
it's what they are.
is there product?
No product. People
That's
always
amazing.
ask me if I do something
First time
to
I've
them.
ever looked at your eyebrows like that. Those things are thicker than my hairline, in a good way. I mean,
Sure.
they're great.
Yeah, it was. I did Kill Tony in Vegas, and the interview, it took us like 2 minutes to get going because it was when Ari took a shit on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I witnessed that live.
Gross.
Yeah. Had you heard about that?
I think I had heard about it, but I think I'd kind of like blocked it out. I mean,
So have I.
yeah. I've seen Ari's like dick and balls and his asshole.
That was my first time seeing all three.
Yeah.
It was a humbling experience.
So the shitting wasn't like a surprise to me. No. I'm glad I wasn't there for it.
But he wanted to touch them. It was a whole thing.
Was it post shit or pre shit?
It was pre shit, thankfully.
Because I'd be like, I can't, if you got, because it's not like he washed his hands after the shit, right?
No. Well, he used a dude wipe, and I think he put on gloves.
Was it like a planned thing? They were like,
yeah.
Ari's gonna take a shit now?
No, they didn't know. But he knew. He stuck a piece of promotional material for his upcoming special up his ass, and he dropped a shit on a piece of cardboard on stage at Skankfest to end off the show. And I had gotten pulled. I'm a 2-year comic, so Kill Tony's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And it went actually fine. It actually went okay. The interview was pretty good. It's what everyone's telling me.
You didn't get destroyed.
I didn't get no. They liked me. They were good to me, and it was productive. It was good. But I didn't really. I only know that now because a month has passed.
Yeah.
At the time, you get off and you're like, what the fuck? Grenade in the trenches, shell shock going off, and then just Ari pulling his dick and balls out just woke me right the fuck back up.
Yeah, you were back in.
It snapped me.
You snapped out of you were in the Matrix and they unplugged you.
And I'm looking at Ari taking a shit on stage. There was blood in it. It was a whole thing.
There was blood in his shit?
He threw the dude wipe into the crowd, and it hit someone on the shoulder, and he was understandably furious. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so right after that happened, because, just did Kill Tony, and they gave me good advice. They were good to me, and they said...
That's where comedy's going. Comedy's going towards scat play. That's how much material we've ran out of.
Snuff videos.
On Guess What's in My Ass is going to be the new crowd work. Guess what's in my ass, folks?
Nothing. I'm straight.
7 million views. That's great.
Oh no! There would be some guy who does that and says, well, "Guess what's in my ass? Nothing, because I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian man. You sick puppy."
That would be his Kill Tony. He'd be like,
Yeah.
he'd get up there. Have we had that yet? I'm not a Kill Tony follower.
No.
Somebody gone up and been like, I'm actually a Christian comic.
I've never heard that. No.
I feel like my friend Mason James has been on Kill Tony, and I know he's a Christian comic, but he's Christian like Nate Bargatze's Christian.
Gotcha. He's not annoying about it.
Doesn't talk about it. Don't lead about it.
Okay. Yeah, no.
But you're a Christian.
Yeah, sort of. Reformed. I lost God
Catholic?
I lost God during the pandemic, kind of. That makes sense. I don't really.
But you're one of those, like, you could be like Assyrian or Persian. Like, I know you're an Italian. You're very proud of it. And
I'm ethnically ambiguous.
but you like,
Definitely.
especially because you're Canadian. Like in any of those big Canadian cities, it's like, is this guy Armenian? Is he Italian?
Yeah.
Is he Greek?
Sure. Yeah. Well, people assume I'm whatever they are.
Yeah.
People assume, which is if I was a single guy, that'd be fun. For the women,
Yeah.
What do you want to? Are you what I am?
Yeah.
Until they speak to you in the language, and then it all falls apart. But sometimes, like I've actually felt like really. I used to work at a bank when I was in college, and there would be like Arab women that would come up to me, like older women that would just speak to me in Arabic, and I was like,
Do you speak Arabic?
No.
You should.
Well, I can't. It's an impossible. It's like one of the hardest languages to learn as an English speaker. It has no phonetic similarity to any languages I know. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you picked up any Arabic? I can only imagine how bad your Arabic is.
Alhamdulillah.
That was actually you could roll the
I can do
from the back of the
guttural sounds.
Yeah.
When I was in Guatemala, my name in Mayan was Alish, but you say Chik Alish, and then you go Chik Ana. That's how you
in
say
Guatemala.
it. That's Mayan for
Okay.
for how are you? I think Chik Ana. And then but their noises are so fucking weird. You think like there's like click Swahili, which is like literally like the
Yeah.
and then there's a few other like I forgot what you call them, but like there's a couple languages where like literally like in the Mayan language it's like that's like a syllable.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a noise.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Arabic is similar to that.
Yeah.
I think in a lot of ways. So no, I don't speak it. It's an
Like
impossible language.
When you hear an Arab person talk about the Israel-Palestine stuff right now, like no white person is saying Gaza right. They're always like
Gaza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Lebanese women would come up to me and ask me, "Oh, you're Lebanese," and they would speak to me in Arabic, and I felt like I was almost disappointing them. Yeah. I felt like I was letting them down.
Still fucked them though, right?
These are old 70-year-old ladies who go to the bank.
You gotta do it, man. Come on, get the bag. Get your bag.
It'd be fun actually if you work in a bank and you're just
uncomfortable. When I said have sex with that old woman, you
I'm,
looked more uncomfortable when I
I'm-
told you to have sex with that old woman.
I'm a monogamous. I'm a committed.
Oh, you're
I'm a good
worried
Christian.
that it's gonna get back to your lady.
No, I mean she will listen to this, but it's not a problem. I didn't fuck the 70-year-old. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
The mere thought of it made me uncomfortable because not because of the act of boning the 70-year-old, but the act of infidelity. That's more.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But
Could she? Maybe my girlfriend, if she were cool, I could say, "She got a lot of money, babe. I'm working at a bank. I see what she's working with.
this is like going to be a really
It's a good opportunity for us."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just realizing that it's more likely I will fuck a 70-year-old
Yeah.
sooner than I will fuck a 20-year-old.
You should never fuck a 20-year-old again.
Yeah. No,
You will probably, inshallah, you'll fuck a 70-year-old at some point.
Yeah.
That's how you're like. By the way,
That's how my
same
life's
same
going.
for me.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's my age. We're 27. I'm never
You've been
gonna
together
fuck.
for a long time, right?
It's gonna be 7 years in a few months. Yeah.
Sweethearts.
Yeah.
Did you guys know each other from before that?
We met. I was 17 when I met her. Yeah.
At the local like nights of
No.
Knights of San Marino Children's Choir or whatever you have to do in your weird ethnic enclave.
It's not 1960. No, we were in school. We were getting an education, which
They were
means we
teaching
were
us
sitting in a
about
cafeteria playing Briscola. That was us getting an education.
Briscola?
Brisk.
What's
It's an Italian card game.
See, this is so funny. I make fun of you. I say that you're part of the Knights of San Marino, and you're like, it's not like that. And then you're like, we were all 4-year-old children drinking espresso,
Smoking
playing
cigarettes,
Briscola,
playing Scope.
eating weird cookies.
They
Can
are
we
weird.
admit
Yeah,
this? You guys have the driest
they're
pastries.
so dry.
You
They're
guys have the driest
The
pastries out
French
of any culture.
knock us out of the water. The French kill us when it comes to most pastries.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. You need, God bless her, my late grandmother used to make this sponge cake, and it's like you needed coffee or milk just for it to be palatable.
Yeah.
And it was always there.
Whenever Racine comes to like a family event,
Yeah.
like, like a baby's birthday party,
Sure.
a cookout, things
Yeah.
like that, he always brings that big box with the lace.
The driest
And it's all the
vagina cookies
They
you've
look
ever had.
good. You go, oh, that looks good. It's got colors,
Yes. They look deceptively good because you see colors and you think, ooh, sweet. And they're not. They
like
taste like chalk.
They forgot to put any moisture in any of their baked goods. What is that? Is it because you're such an arid country?
Such a what, sorry?
Arid.
I don't think so. I think it's because of a lack of probably resources. What does arid mean?
Arid means dry, desert.
So, yes, okay, good. Because I realized I thought I could play it off like I knew what arid meant, and then I realized that the answer I gave might have actually.
No,
been
you
exactly,
did it. You actually you went with it.
I went with it, but
You rolled pretty well.
Yeah,
What's the farthest you've been into Canada?
Toronto.
Really?
I've never been west of Toronto.
Wait, have you gone to Halifax?
I've been to PEI in Nova Scotia when I was a kid.
Have you been north?
I've never been north.
So you've never been to Thunder Bay?
I've never been to Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is west of
Yeah,
Toronto.
it is.
Yeah.
Have you been? You've been to Quebec City.
I've been to Quebec City. Yes. You've seen more of Canada than I have.
Yeah, I know. Well, I haven't seen any of the Maritimes.
It's supposed to be fun. I think there's a comedy club out in Halifax now that just opened, actually.
Yeah, they. It was another one of those situations where it was like I was gonna just make the plane ticket.
Yeah, you're gonna go. You were gonna go make no money. You're gonna go lose money to perform for.
You can do that for a long
for
time.
people.
Even when your wife wants you to make money, you know, you can still be like, hey, I'm gonna break even. Like I used to do Europe all the time, and you'd break even. And
I'm gonna level with you. I'm not making money doing this,
but I'm gonna go to Europe.
Not losing money.
Yeah.
So
And she'd go, okay, you know, whatever.
that's respectable.
She wouldn't do it, but she gets it. I just want to see the fucking place. And then you have a kid, game over. It's because you have to get childcare. So now you're always working from a deficit.
How is fatherhood for you? I actually wanted to ask you about that. Is it just all money now all the time?
No, it's not. I mean, my wife is very successful, and we're very modern, so she takes care of all of us.
But do you have I appreciate that you're modern, but you're a man, and there's a there's a biological thing that goes off where you say I got to stockpile, I got to make money now for this fucking.
There's definitely like a thing where I want to be more successful and I want to make more money, but more than anything, I love it. It's like really fun, and it's like
I'm scared to have a kid for those two reasons.
I get to hang out with her in a way that I never thought that I would like enjoy. Just like sitting, we watch like Moana or Frozen, or one of those, and bath time, all that shit. It's like so lame and fun.
I'm scared to have a kid because I'm scared that I'm gonna. Well, two things. I'm concerned that I'm gonna like it too much and not be productive.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing? Pursuing stand up? What? Just go make money.
it does make stand up look really stupid, especially when I leave. Like if I leave for a shitty gig, I feel so dumb. Like if I'm like I'm gonna go make $1,100 profit in Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh no, that would be good. That would be good for me. If that's a prospect, I'm all in. It's just I'm not even there yet.
Yeah,
so
I mean, don't even think about that because I've been doing this for 20 years. So you'll want more money when you get to this.
I believe that I will. But
but that part ruins it because I used to just very much get a kick out of whatever I'm doing stand up. It doesn't really matter. I'm not too concerned. And now it's very much like, oh man, I gotta fucking. One thing though that's pretty crazy is my daughter. She shits every day, and she shits like standing. Can you imagine?
Yeah, like a bulldog.
Like a standing shit. Like she doesn't bend her. Like she's not doing. She's like a full like. She's just shitting like fully standing up, and she just turns bright red because she doesn't know that if she just bent her knees a little bit, it would come right out, and you can just see her. She's just going, and you're like, just hunch, babe.
Is she verbal yet?
Yeah.
Does she tell you she's doing it? Does she say poo and then?
No. She doesn't really she's not verbal in that sense. She says like up, down, on, dog, cat, more.
We're stuck at one syllables.
She'll sometimes like emulate. So she'll sometimes be like, I want, or whatever. She'll like repeat the sentence. She'll repeat swear words sometimes, which is pretty fun.
They pick those up even she's not even 2 yet.
She's barely
one and a half, no?
She's 14 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And she picks up swear words already.
She says shit.
Well, okay.
Because I say shit.
That could be productive.
Yeah.
Maybe you could bring her to a fucking toilet so your kid isn't shitting in your living room standing up.
It's pretty great though, because it's just funny to watch a little person like turn bright red while they try to shit standing up.
Right? Yeah, like a dog.
Yeah, but not even a dog, because a dog, dog naturally knows to like curl its spine.
I guess.
She's a psychopath. She shits locked knee.
It's pretty funny. My brother used to. I don't know how he shat, but I know where he shat. He used to have a little corner in the house.
Really?
He marked his territory like a dog. He would go into the corner, and we'd be like, "Where's Mike?" Be like, "Ah, fuck, Mike's in the shit corner."
Was he wearing a diaper, or was he pulling his pants down?
I think he would do it in a diaper.
Okay.
But he was like beyond the point. He might have been 3. Like it was cheeky for him.
Yeah.
Like, he thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun thing for him. Like he actually was fully potty trained. He just enjoyed shitting in the diaper, and he would go do it in peace.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, in some way it is. It's primal.
This is. I'm just realizing that you're wearing a Habs jersey
From Costco, yes.
from Costco.
From Costco, yeah.
Beautiful.
They sell them at Costco.
Are you a Habs fan?
I'm a big Habs fan, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we suck. We're fucking brutal.
I thought you guys were decent last year.
No. We've had a bad team for a couple years now, man. We've had a bad fucking team. Their coach actually came to a comedy show a few weeks ago.
Were you there?
I missed it. I wasn't at it. A bunch of people that I'm friends with fucking were at it.
Was it your Greek friend that I did his podcast?
No, it wasn't Pantelis. It was it was another guy you don't know. Josh Shapiro owns a club that I kind of like work at mostly now, and he said it was awesome. Like the guy liked him.
Yeah.
I was furious I wasn't there, but they were told not to interact with him, which I wouldn't have been able to.
I would have to give him shit.
I would have fucking immediately had to bring up something. Yeah, I would have. I don't know.
Is it his fault that you guys suck?
No, but I would have riffed on his presence in the team.
Yeah,
obviously.
Of course.
Like people, it's like the elephant in the room. But I don't know. No, I'm a big Habs fan. You know a lot about different sports, but you're soccer first, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I would say the only one that I could really like
hold court in.
Yeah, like on a pod. If I'm gonna go on a sports podcast, it's like when I know American football, like I know how to play it and all that stuff, but I don't know how to talk about it like they talk about it.
Neither
I can talk about soccer all day long. Although I've had a bad year at the international leagues. Like I've kind of only kept up with Arsenal.
The thing that you probably said that most impressed me was once on, I think you were on the pod like, I don't know, it was maybe almost 2 years ago. You invoked the AHL. You talked about the AHL. That was impressive to me. As Canadians, we just assume that no one in the States knows anything about hockey, which is like obviously not true. People go, thousands of people go to every fucking game.
Well,
I just assume that no one.
I worked the prairies for so long that I would go to AHL games.
Minor league hockey games are a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're great and they're cheap, and like, sometimes it's like if you're at the right club, they'll be like, "Oh, like you want to go? I'll call the guy and you'll get the like VIP treatment."
That's awesome. Yeah, because that's all they have in some of those towns. The junior hockey, it's huge. It's huge in some of these small towns.
Red Deer Cowboys, maybe Mustangs, some bullshit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It was fucking fun. It was great.
Red Deer Hitmen.
It is the Hitmen.
No, the Calgary Hitmen.
That's
Red
the Calgary
Rebels. Red Deer Rebels.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Red Deer Rebels.
Well, that's crazy that you know that.
Yeah,
that league.
Junior hockey. Yeah, WHL.
Did you play?
Yeah, till I was 22.
Wow.
And I coached for 2 years. I stopped because, I just started stand-up. And
Gavin Matz was, almost on the pros, path.
Really?
Yeah, he was, I think Gavin was supposed to be, I think he, made the decision, sophomore, junior of high school to go to box lacrosse. And then...
He was a serious athlete then.
Yeah.
I played 1 year of lacrosse, and it was just, I'm too European.
Yeah.
I'm mean.
It's pretty Italian. It's pretty anti-Italian to play hockey. You know what I mean?
A lot of Italians love hockey though in Canada.
Only in Canada.
Yeah. Well, it's the only place that they don't love it in Italy. That's for sure.
But it's weird because right across the border they're loving hockey. Switzerland loves hockey.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Czechs.
Well, Northern Italy's got a little bit of hockey, but no, it's only really played around the Alps.
Oh man, that'd be so great if you became the great white hope of hockey. Because there's some black hockey players too now, right?
There are some. Yeah.
We need a Dago.
Well, there's actually tons. There's tons of Italian kids that play hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and and Italians in Montreal and Toronto buzz every time.
And actually, now that I think about it, there's a ton of Italian kids in the Northeast of America.
Yeah.
Like Boston.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I think one even. There's a guy who plays for the Devils right now. I think Cal Palmieri.
Oh wow.
I think he plays with
That's
the Devils.
so good for you guys.
Yeah,
it's good. He hangs out at the Salumeria.
Fuck, dude. know what's funny is you were talking about what an immigrant I am, like meeting my girlfriend playing Scopa. I think it's actually good that we were running late here, because if we were on time, I would have been out of control. I would have like laid out a spread for you.
Yeah, you
I would have gone to the fruit market, and I would have gotten like persimmons. You would have come in here and there would have been cut persimmon.
There would have been biscotti.
No, because they're not good. Persimmon, though,
I love persimmons.
I mean, this time of year, season, I think that's the classy move. Good for digestion. I would have had it out for you, and I would have made a pitch. You want some kaki? I would have called it the Italian word because you would have got a kick out of it.
That's what the persimmon is?
Kaki.
Kaki?
Kako. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're learning.
That's great. Kaki.
I walked into the stand yesterday with an apple and a kako, an apple and a persimmon, and I ran into the AGM, like the fucking general manager, and I asked him, "Hey, you want some? You look what I got." Like I had drugs.
Yeah.
Like, look in this bag. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I go, "It's a persimmon. It's a persimmon and an apple. I'm gonna wash it. You want some? You want to share it with me? I'll cut it up." And he did understandably, he didn't know how to react.
Yeah, of course. That's a weird.
Yes, but he went with it, and he goes, "Fuck it, yeah." like I was offering him like a brick of like a fucking 8 ball.
I'll take a bump.
He's like, "I shouldn't. Fuck it, let's do it." I was like, "All right, I'll be right back." I'm walking around the stand, just offering, "Hey, you want some?"
Do other Italians know this? Like when an American Italian understand the persimmon?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I would say so. Yeah, it's on everyone's table around this time of year.
I love persimmons. That's crazy.
They're nice color.
They're good. They're like a sweet tomato almost.
They are, yeah. Orange,
What?
They're very on brand, Trump president-elect.
How's your the people? How's your Juve year going?
Not great.
You guys are bad?
We're okay. We haven't lost a game in Italy yet. Like, we haven't lost a game in Serie, but we're just... what
are you ranked at?
And we're like in 5th place or 6th.
Oh, that's not horrible.
No, we're we're only like 6 points off top. But we
what Americans do you guys have? Timothy Weah?
Weah and McKennie. Yeah, 2.
Oh, okay.
2 guys, yeah.
I don't care about either of them.
Yeah, neither do I. And they play for my team.
Yeah.
McKennie's on Cameo now, so I lost all respect for him.
I've always respected him for being an American that made it into European soccer, but I've never really given a shit about his, they all play American football, which is pretty boring to me.
What do you mean by that?
Just the style of American football is boring. It's very uninspired.
By American football, you mean the way that Americans play soccer?
Yeah. Like American soccer team basically got like an Ajax training video in like 1985, and they've never like changed the VHS.
Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah. I don't know though. I feel like when they play in a European team, they kind of like blend in.
They're good at adapting.
It's just when they wind up playing with each other, they all revert to the rat brain.
Yeah,
they all go
horrible.
stupid.
It's so boring. It's so uninspired. It's so like. It's crazy because we have the diversity, we have the athleticism, we have all these things, and also people culturally understand, like, as an American, I can look at a European game and I can say not only is the caliber better, but just like the style, right? We're like blending like South American styles, we're blending Northern European styles, we're combining all these things, and
what's fun is anytime you watch a national team play, they just revert to whatever stupid habits they tend to, like, even like Argentina as a team is made up of individual guys that are playing on like some of the best teams in the world, and they're all able to contribute to those teams, but when they play together they just become a little more, I don't know, they kind of revert to this like collective group think, playing the way they typically have always played. So there's a little bit of flair, but they have these guys that wind up getting into the shithousery and the dark arts a little bit more.
Yeah, especially Argentina.
Yeah, it was just, for example.
Argentina are like the Australians of Italians.
What do you? I'm with you. What do you mean?
Because
a bunch of
Australians are like Europeans who got across the pond.
Sure.
You guys, did you know there's more Italian people in Buenos Aires than there is in Rome?
I think you might have told me that on a pod before.
Yeah, and they say manjar. They're the only Spanish-speaking country that uses manjar.
I think we have to. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to come with new topics. I think you literally told me that on a podcast.
I'm repeating the same thing.
On a pod. Yeah,
It's okay, you guys.
No one remembers, but
It's a refresher.
Yeah, but no one remembers, but I do, because I think the only person who's ever told me that, I've heard it twice in my life, is you twice.
Yeah. Well,
Manjar.
that your super fans are gonna be like, he said this before, and I like that. I don't have a ton of information to say.
I gotta say it's been fun to be in the States the past few days, like, you know, for the first time, you know, post Trump re-election.
Yeah. What's the vibe in Canada? How are you guys taking it?
How are we taking the election of Trump?
Yeah.
I think a lot of Canadians would happily sell our souls economically to kind of get in bed with them, to get in bed with the U.S.
When he said the tariff thing, did you guys freak out?
We freaked out, and I think a lot of people are on board with becoming like a 51st state now, which is not going to happen.
Yeah.
But our dollar's so bad right now.
All of Alberta would immediately walk into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people would do it if it meant they could keep their Canadian identity. It just on you know, for fiscal reasons, I think they'd be happy to do it. Our dollar sucks.
Let's do it. You guys want to be part of us?
I'd want to not have to answer to the border people when I come down here.
We do it, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for like weekly shootings? Are you like school shootings? Not like, because you guys still have like your like crime shooting. We're talking about just good old like autistic kid gets a hold of the gun and he goes to the local store.
If that's what it takes.
That's good. That's good for your dollar.
If that's what it takes, sold. I'll do it. Yeah.
I mean, your sports will get better. You'll get like movies quicker.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Our food will get worse.
You won't have to listen to 50% Canadian music anymore.
Our Italians will get more annoying.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I get why Trump won. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think most Trump voters are like fine people. I think most of them aren't racist. I think overall, most of the people that voted for him, you know, it's a lot of people, 75 million Americans. I don't think it's 75 million.
I'll tell you what I think the most basic appeal of Trump is that you have no accountability. You have zero accountability.
I'm listening.
It's like, I want to go make as much money as I fucking want to, and I don't want to be like told how to make it or that I need to share it. That's one kind of accountability. I want to make dirty jokes.
Sure.
I want to be able to talk my shit, and I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I want to be like fuck around with the guys that, you know, talk about the girl in the office's ass. I don't want to fucking pay attention to that. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I want my gun. I don't want you to tell me how to, like, where I can shoot it, where I can bring it. I want to say that I don't want these kind of people living in my neighborhood. It's literally a guy who embodies an entire culture who's fed up of having any kind of accountability. And by the way, they've had the easiest life in history. The boomers, especially, they've had the greatest life. They all got houses for $15,000, and then they have pensions. They're going to be able to retire at 65. I'm going to have to work until I'm 82. I'm going to be at the fucking grizzly pear passing a hat. But it's not going to be the grizzly pear by then. It's going to be like, you know, they're probably going to just be like throwing food at elderly people by then. That's how we'll earn our pension. But that's why Americans voted the way they did. White people are so mad that they've ever been asked once to be accountable, you know, that they've ever been like, hey, do you guys know history? You remember how we did all these things? And they were like, are you really going to bring that up?
Yeah. Well, it's like, listen, let's let bygones be bygones, right? What are we going to what are we going to do?
I disagree with you but I also don't care.
Here's the thing.
Because it doesn't
matter. You don't agree that every Trump voter isn't racist.
I don't think it matters that they're racist, because I don't think their racism is like they're not racist in the sense that they're part of an organization that is preserving. They're racist in the sense that like we're all racist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like there's some people who don't want to like confront that.
Maybe on a deep-seated level. But here's the point I was building to, though. I'm not going to come out and say that every person that voted for him is racist. However, every Italian person in America is, for sure.
Yeah.
They are the worst people. I could say this. You can't piggyback off it with me. You got carte blanche.
Why did we get can I ask you this? Because I go to Italy.
Why did you get the worst Italian?
I really want to know this because I go to Italy and I meet like a guy who's wearing like a mock turtleneck named Giuseppe, and he's like an architect.
Let's break that down.
And he's an intelligent, thoughtful, even like kind of postmodern man, like not really worried about like bravado and stuff like that, like machismo.
Yes.
And then every Italian that we got in America is like, I'll fucking put you in the goddamn throat if you look at my mom.
Well, so here's the thing. The reason why they're all the thing I'm saying every other Trump voter isn't necessarily. Yeah. Like I wouldn't paint with as broad a brush to say every Trump voter is racist. But in the case of Italians, I'd say, oh yeah, they all fucking. They actually missed the point for a lot of it. It's like, no, I don't want these fucking people here. What's the fucking point of having these?
Weird. What's so weird about it is because you guys were you mudbloods were just like you got treated so poorly when you guys showed up, and it's like you want the same for the next group.
Now the thing is also that it's not actually that far removed from how people are in Italy. I know we're talking about this postmodernist guy with the turtleneck.
Oh, you're talking about because Italy does have like a very far right government.
Not about that. That's new. That's modern. Well, it's not new actually.
What's your name? Angelica? Francesca?
Georgia Meloni.
Yeah.
Good woman.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's been around. There have been wings in the Italian political.
What happened to the Red Brigade? Remember those guys?
Well, I don't remember. I was born in 1997. I don't remember them.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The communists.
There was a communist party in Italy that was prominent for a while, and it's kind of dead now.
We got to get them back. We got to get them to start blowing up cars and shit again.
Yeah.
Can we get that? Can we get back some like real, like that's what's fun about this Midtown thing. Like that's exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The insurance executive?
The guy that got killed? Yeah.
We need more of that. We need like, I want to see like a house in Greenwich just explode.
Getting back to our roots, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see some like...
I want to see car bombings.
Yeah, car bombings. Like the 80s were fun.
This is the thing. The Italians here are fucking pussies. I want to see cars blow up on Long Island.
Yeah.
I want to see threats.
But not even like, let's not do it mob shit. Let's get like politically motivated violence again. I'm excited.
Yeah, politically motivated violence that cuts through. Not whatever the Capitol riot was. That was sad. Riots.
That was like a bunch of guys
protests, the George Floyd stuff. That's all.
They had to take extra like Lipitor that morning.
No.
Like to do that fucking. What I want is I want to get back to a point where it's kind of like.
You want politicians to be in fear. You want them to live in fear and not be like, all right, let them eat cake. The mob is outside. You want them to feel like there's a real shot that there's a dissident that's going to come out and make their voice heard.
That was actually what I was excited about with Trump getting elected again. I feel bad for all of my friends that are in compromised states. I have friends that are undocumented. I have friends that are trans. I have family members that are trans. And like, it's terrifying for them. I have close family that is.
Well, what's going to happen to the trans friends, though? I mean, a lot of people that are probably transphobic that voted for him, but it's nothing practically
I think that you will
changes.
see protections back, rolled back, so people will be able to discriminate in workplaces, healthcare situations.
I don't know about that. I mean, in private work care situations, HR is going to still run rampant. They're still going to kind of control.
No. Those things aren't protected. Like,
you think it's going to be forbidden to have HR practices that like don't enable you to ask people whether they have a dick or a pussy?
No, what I think will happen is people will not hire trans people, or they will not provide health care for them, or they will maybe like not allow them to adopt situations like this. And I don't think that the checks and balances that protected those people. I don't really care
I'm
that much.
I'm getting you sidetracked. Yeah, if it doesn't.
But what I am talking about is all those things suck. Those will suck. That it's going to be a lot of suffering if you're like an illegal immigrant. I know it's undocumented if you're being politically correct. Either way, it's going to be very scary. I have friends that don't have documentation that have worked their entire lives and paid taxes and all these things. But
how do you pay taxes if you're not documented?
You have a fake social security number.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Or you have a real social security number, but you just came in, you got a social security number as like a...
Is that guy not fine then? It sounds like he scammed his way into the system.
You scam your way into the system, but you can still get removed very easily. There's actually more illegal immigrants paid more taxes per capita than Fortune
Comics.
500 CEOs. Oh, definitely more than comics. But I'm excited because it's going to bring back a kind of like activism that I've wanted a long time. Car bombs, assassinations in the street.
I haven't even considered that. Maybe I'm in my own little like stupid Italian echo chamber where I'm like, no, everything's good now. Everything's
No. It's going to be great. It's going to be violence. The kind of violence I want.
Blue sky's gonna, people are gonna congregate digitally and just.
Yeah, we're going to
Is that going to be the new?
This guy, this hero in Midtown, this patriot.
Yeah.
He's going to inspire an entire movement. All of the CEOs. Did you see that there was like a I don't know if you saw this because you probably aren't following it as much as the libtards that I follow.
Tell me.
But they most Fortune 500 companies have taken down all the pictures of their CEOs. Because most of them have a website and it's like about us and this is our board and all this stuff. And almost all of those pages disappeared overnight.
Yeah, those pages probably never needed to. We don't need to know who you are.
No.
Transparency, it's all black fucking owned by BlackRock anyway. What are we doing here? What are we pretending that this guy's the fucking big shot? No, just let them do their thing quietly. We don't need to.
Is Montreal affordable? Like a house? You guys getting like priced out?
We're getting relatively priced out.
How much could I get a 1-bedroom in like that neighborhood where the mob lives? Not a 1-bedroom, like a normal house.
In that area?
Yeah.
A house. You're asking me two different questions there. A 1-bedroom versus a house.
No, a house, yeah. I want a house.
Let me convert for you.
Don't even convert. Just give it to me Canadian. I understand 3/4. You guys always act like you guys are doing like
750 grand Canadian. Maybe.
Really?
Maybe, yeah.
That's nothing.
800 grand Canadian.
God, you guys live in a fucking hobble of a country.
Yeah, but we make Canadian dollars. So 800,000 Canadian dollars for a home is great if you could convert into Canadian dollars. But if you're making Canadian dollars, you're still kind of fucked.
Nah.
You're still. What do you mean? No. What do you mean? No.
That's good. You guys are all taken care of by the system. Although I have a feeling you guys are gonna like ruin that.
What do you think we're gonna ruin? The healthcare system.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's the price of doing business. If we're gonna become the 51st state, heads got to roll.
It's
Grandma's got to die. Listen,
you guys
there's
want
no
this,
perfect
don't you?
system.
You want this,
I'm a
and you want
Mexican.
it. The only reason you want it, you cheap wop bastard, is so that you don't have to deal with the border when you come down to New York. You're literally you're willing to forego hundreds of years of history so that you don't have to deal with the border.
They don't like me.
And
Andy.
also, you also want to not have the self-consciousness of being a Canadian. You're insecure. About
you know
your
the
Canadian.
no, you know the weird thing is actually I'm still gonna be a cunt. I'm still gonna be like, well, I'm not one of you. I'm Canadian after all.
Oh man, I can't wait for this to happen. Are you guys gonna be like the state of Alberta, the state of Quebec, or are you guys just gonna be like half like?
I'm open to anything.
I mean, I think all of Canada has the same population as New York State. Is that right?
Possibly 35 million.
Can we look that up? Do you have I can hear you vaguely. Can we look at the population of all of Canada?
It's about 40 million. Canada's about 40 million. New York's maybe what 22. So the answer is no, but it's a chunk. New York would be.
Yeah, look, it's the same population as California.
Yeah, has been. That's been the stat that everyone's always kind of floated.
You guys are doing pretty good.
Well, most of it's barren.
That's what I was like. When you guys are like anti-immigrant in Canada, I'm like, you guys have the emptiest country in the fucking world.
Yeah, it's like if anyone wants to immigrate to Canada and just live in squalor, who are we to say?
You know, I can
don't
move
even
to Canada if I agree to learn French. Did you know that?
What do you mean?
Your province has a thing where if you agree to learn French, you can move there. Wow. If you want to preserve the French language.
If you want to sell your soul
to the Français.
Well, they would hear you speak French. They would kick you out immediately if it's anything like your Spanish.
Well, I think the French
I think they would
argue
be like,
that you speak French like I speak Spanish.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. But for some reason, people in Quebec still have like this weird like complex over how their French is spoken, and they would hear you speak and say, "Oh no, we can't have this. This is not an accent that we're equipped."
Do they show Ligue 1 on?
Do they show what?
Ligue 1.
Yeah.
Say
I don't
it, say it in your bullshit
my
accent.
fucking
Say it.
Liga. Yeah.
I don't even think that's how the French say it.
Liga.
No, I don't think that's how they say it.
On joue en Ligue 1. Yeah, no, that is.
That's theirs, or that's not your bad Canadian French accent?
So if I were to do it in the bad French accent, I'd have to first spit on the floor.
Yeah.
T'es en train de jouer en Ligue 1. Ligue 1.
Yeah, you guys speak the weirdest French in the world. Did I tell you one
Back
time
of the
I was in I think I was in Nicaragua, and I was like,
I know a lot of stories from Central America.
I lived in Central America for my thesis, and
What?
yeah.
You have a PhD?
No. I went to a undergrad school that did thesis options.
Okay. You took the option to do a thesis.
Yeah, I got to live in Central America
Okay.
for half a year.
All right.
But there was I was at a dinner, and it was a French Canadian girl and a French guy, and he said, "Please stop speaking French. Can we speak English? Because I hate the way you speak French."
Yeah.
He literally stopped her, which I thought was pretty funny.
Was he on some kind of psychedelic where he had like a moment of clarity and was like,
No, it was like pretty immediate. I think
it was dead sober.
it was just like, I
Stop.
don't like the way you speak French. Yeah, which I think was like admirable.
Yeah, no.
It's like, I don't like the way you. If I had another alternative for you to speak than the way you Canadians speak English,
Yeah.
can we speak Esperanto? No, what was I gonna say? We were talking about. Oh, I can move to Canada if I learn French. I want to be a polyglot. How many languages are you in? 3?
3.5.
What's the half?
The Spanish.
Oh, okay.
It's not
that's
great.
like basically.
Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, it's 3 fluent.
When you go to France, you've been to France, right?
Yes,
Did you speak French?
I did.
Did they know?
Yeah.
Were they rude to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were. I didn't. You know what I had to do at one point was, well, first of all, I can't speak Quebec French there. It's too abrasive. It's too jarring for them.
Yeah, because you guys speak.
It warps their brain.
It's the same thing like when you hear. There's like Spanglish radio stations in
here.
Like especially in California, where like Buenos dias.
Like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, like
for adults.
Buenos dias, muchachos y muchachas. Que ondas, way? How are you guys doing? You know, like they'll just throw in like and you're like, what the fuck?
What's the link to Quebec French? What do you?
Because you guys will break into English accentless.
Yeah, that's correct.
Like
yes,
your slang is
that.
not. Your slang is accentless, so you'll be speaking French and then you'll be like,
you know what? You got to
Montreal.
be able to do that to speak proper Quebec French in some way. Yeah, you're not wrong. So what winds up happening is that goes out the window when you go to France. Immediately lose the ability to do that. But what you are able to do is still speak like a pretty like continental version of French.
Yeah.
That's like kind of spoken on TV. Even that is too abrasive for them. They can't handle it. It would be like a guy from Belfast. You ever met Shane Todd?
no, I don't recognize the Irish.
It's fair. Why? Because you're what's your beef with them? You're weird fucking
I'm fucking
body.
around.
Okay.
I'm Scotch Irish.
Okay. Be like being from Belfast and going to Alabama and trying to have a conversation. It would just be like you would get there eventually.
Yeah,
It'd be really
yeah.
complicated.
Can
like,
you
like it would hurt the head.
Will
of
you do the
whoever's
French
taking-
Canadian example again for me?
Yeah.
Because you did it the last time I was in Quebec.
What do you want me to say?
Just talk to me, and then because you told me how it sounds different. You like did examples of it.
Okay, sure. We'll get to that. Okay, we'll break it down in a sec. Just to tell you what I do when I'm in France, though, given that I'm not able to do the full Keb thing,
Yeah.
what I do is I switch codes. I try to go more continental. And I think we were talking about this.
You act like an Italian. You put on capri pants.
Well, so
you put a crossbody bag.
I kind of, yeah.
You wear like weird.
I have to, by the way, because
branded
otherwise they
shoes.
think I'm just Moroccan, and then
Yeah,
they really
yeah.
won't respect me.
Yeah, and then they would kick
They
you out of the
really
store.
won't respect me. Yeah, they'll shoot me. So, what I do is I kind of, if they say where are you from, I'll say, oh, I'm Italian, and they go, oh, mais vous parlez you speak very well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost patronizing. It's like, yeah, I went to French school for 7 years.
Well, that's how low they think of you guys.
Sure.
as-
And it's how low
as
they speak of
Italian.
Italians as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, for sure.
You should go to Corsica. Doesn't that seem perfect for you?
Seems like a nightmare.
They're Italian French people.
Yeah, but their accent would just be their language would be infuriating to take in because it'd be a bit of both, and I wouldn't really understand anything.
I think you should go.
It'd be torture.
You know, I bet if we did your like genealogy, I bet you it's leaving the peninsula real quick.
It
I
is.
think we're going straight to the Balkans or something like that. I bet you have a Muslim common relative.
Pulling up my 23andMe right now.
There's definitely gonna be some Turkish in there.
I've had it. I want you to take a look, and I want you to see how close you were to dead on. Or
Where is
just downloading the app. Hang
Oh,
on.
okay.
Well,
What the fuck? Oh my God, that's such a funny. He's got 23andMe on his phone.
yeah.
Like he has to pull this out, and he's like, "This is how fucking Italian I am, buddy." I never have to do that. That's so funny. You have to prove it to your friends.
I know.
I've never seen that. That's so funny.
Oh man, people. Yeah, I want to show you. Okay, hang on while I sign in here. Let me speak to you in Cab French, and then I'll speak to you in French from France.
Okay.
The difference is, I'd have to hear myself speak both, and then tell you where the words are coming from. But
Just speak your Keb French first, because I know the difference. Like I know what French sounds like. Proper French.
avant de commencer, j'ai pris 2 bouteilles d'eau, puis on s'est assis, puis on a décidé de commencer à se parler, puis on parlait de Trump un petit peu, là, puis tous les Italiens qui ils sont crissement stupides ici
It's
aux
disgusting.
États-Unis. Là. Les Italiens aux États-Unis sont tellement fucking racistes, man, ça n'a pas d'allure. Là.
You said fucking.
Ils sont fucking racistes, man, ça n'a pas de bon sens. Then, you know, French from France is... Et alors, du coup, voilà, on est là.
Yeah.
Voilà, on est là.
It's more nasal, especially.
Oh bah oui, non, bah oui, c'est ça. Il y a les microphones là. Oh, tu les vois pas, mais ils sont là. Ils sont là les microphones. C'est quoi ton
So
problème?
even if you're in France and you speak like that, they still know? They know you're faking?
If I did that, they wouldn't know I was faking, but I can't really, it's not how I speak. I don't really,
Yeah.
I can't really do it for that long. But then there's a weird kind of like in between where I just kind of wind up sounding borderline Arabic or like
Was there ever a point
from the Maghreb because of guys I played soccer with.
Yeah.
I felt stupid speaking complete Keb French to them, so I would kind of dumb it down and say, wesh, vas-y, passe-moi le ballon, allez, on y va. And I'm the worst at that. I have an English accent when I speak that because I'm like doing this thing that's completely foreign to me.
What, was there ever a point in your life where you didn't speak English?
No. Yeah, when I was born, like the first year of my life.
Was all Italian?
No, I mean, just it was nonverbal.
Okay, I get it. But you were raised speaking English.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was around a bit of Italian as a toddler, but my parents would speak English to me. They're raised.
So you've never been in a place in your life where you were like only speaking French, like where it was like the way you were reacting.
French is the last language I learned.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, let me get the 23andMe here. Get it up and running. Ancestry report. I actually haven't looked at this in a while. Sometimes it changes. Broadly, I mean, look at this fucking mess. Look at this map right here. Maybe I'll overlay this.
Oh my God.
It's just just eyebrows. You look at this map and you say eyebrows.
He's basically, you guys, he's basically North African. I mean, this is crazy.
Well,
You got Persian? I mean, you are everything that I said. He's got Yemen in there. That's probably Yemenese Jew.
I'm a Houthi.
Yeah.
I'm a Houthi.
No, you're probably Maimonidian. Oh my God.
A little Balkan in there too, a little Greek, but it's
You got it all.
75%
You
broadly
got
Italian.
every single tracksuit country in the world. Every single tracksuit and male hair product in the world. I mean, this is, and not a single ounce of French.
Not a single ounce of
But
French.
you know what you do have?
What?
Corsica.
Do I have a
No,
little...
wait, no, hold on. That's Sardinia. I fucked it up.
Okay.
Damn. I looked in there. You got Cypriot. You got Maltese. I mean, this is great. You are just Mediterranean trash. Seriously.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Even Azzurri and Georgian. Azerbaijan.
That's what Azzurri means. Right. Of course it is.
You got Azzurri and Georgian.
Really?
You didn't get any Dagestani. So that's
Just
where
where
your beard is. Yeah.
Just where the cool, just where I become.
You're going to lose a kickboxing
not a pussy.
fight. Yeah.
And
You mean the scariest humans on earth?
Yeah.
I've been obsessed.
No, but I mean, the border is, maybe about Armenia, everything above Armenia, and now you're a formidable man. Georgia, but everything below that, Cologne. That's me.
Yeah. You're
where you get
a pretty man.
to be a real man.
You get to be a pretty
that's where
man.
the buck stops.
I mean, I think a lot of these guys would argue with that. I mean, obviously.
Well, sure.
You got some Syrian in there.
Yeah, the Albanians would argue that for sure.
Yeah, the Albanians for sure would argue with that. But you
though-
don't have white guy with a beard praying in the octagon.
No.
You don't have that kind of DNA in you.
No, thank God. What would I,
Scariest humans on earth.
I'm civilized.
But
71%.
you're 70%.
71.5% Italian.
You're a quarter Muslim. You should pray
with a
1.25 times a day.
Well, no, there's a little Greek in there. I think that I'm old Christian. I'm old Christian, man, is what it probably.
You got some Orthodox
is.
in there?
Probably.
Have you
yeah.
shown this to Pantelis?
I've not shown him. I probably should.
You can go to like some AEK games with him.
Yeah, he actually did a documentary on their new stadium a couple years ago. He was the first media that got let into their stadium.
That's so bizarre.
And he put out a documentary on his Patreon. What time is it?
It's 1:45.
Okay.
How long have we been going?
Bobby, how long have we done? Cool.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, man, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see your 23andMe. It would just be very sad.
It's literally not
Have you done it?
single. Yeah, I don't have a single country with any. I don't even have France. Like I don't go as
Okay,
south.
but do you have some European mainland? Do you have some Nordic? Do you have some Scandinavian?
I have every single blonde country.
Okay. Well, this is okay. You're the opposite of me, but it's just what I have transposed, reversed.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well.
I have Scotch, Irish, English, Welsh, and then Danish, German, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian.
Any Estonian? Any Russian? No Russian.
I wish.
Again, stops. We're
And then
two pussies.
But
It stops.
did I
That's
tell
gonna be
you
the name
about
of this podcast is gonna be called two
pussies. Because we were talking about two micro penises earlier.
Wait, what?
Me and somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But we both have
wasn't there.
micro penises. Yeah, but it's fine.
Dude.
But what was I talking about? They sent me an email one time, 23andMe, because I'd gotten this devastating news that I had
They said we want to study you.
melanin.
We've never seen someone this white before.
They were like, because I literally, do you know what the last name of the first governor of the Plymouth colony is?
I'm gonna guess it was Haynes.
It is.
Okay.
It's that I'm related to like the Pilgrims. That's how white I am.
Wow.
And
you have no native in you.
no.
You should probably vote for Trump. You have some racist ancestors.
No, but I'm like a wasp. We're like above that. We're not gonna like mix with these like truck drivers.
That's a Trump voter.
No.
thing to say.
We're old school. We believe in decorum. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. There's culture that we have to preserve. It's not this like gross like crypto influencer in a cyber truck talking about like Western philosophy. Those losers.
Like those guys. Yeah, right.
We're talking about good old Americans.
Good old cunts.
Yeah. Kennebunkport, Maine.
Right.
That kind of stuff. But
I'm better than you because I am.
But my people are not. I'm only 2 generations American on my mom's side. They're Scots that moved to Canada.
I think you told me that. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then you definitely didn't tell me that.
Scott people that settled in Alberta. But what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a team out there, a semi-pro team called Edmonton Scottish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, old, long-standing.
You guys are so much
football
more ethnic as a country. Like you go to there's like did you know there's like a Balkan soccer league in Ontario?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But okay, the thing I was gonna say, 23 sent me an email and it said, "Good news, you are 3% Sicilian. We found this out. Like we did our numbers." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I fucking hit my wife across the face really quick. I was like,
customary.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go yell at some black kids for loitering. Like I put on like a Ricardo to whatever the stuff.
Sergio Tacchini.
Yeah, Sergio Tacchini. I put on one of those tracksuits really quick.
Yeah, sure.
And then they wrote me back like a couple hours later, and they were like, "Sorry, you're not actually
Sorry,
Sicilian."
wrong.
And so I had to
wrong
apologize to my wife. It was I did.
was a
I had
whole
to
thing.
go back to going down on women. You know, like it was awful.
It was a real. It was for that 1 hour. It was fun to be a real man
For that 1 hour, yeah. It was
yeah.
like I really felt it. It was coursing through my blood.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun to be able to be more overtly racist.
Yeah, I had a tracksuit and a leather jacket on. It just happened.
Yeah.
Like I got the email.
Now you got to do it in a more cunty way. I'm better than you because of who I am. But then you could just be like, I'm scum, but fuck you. I still think I'm better than you for that 1 hour.
I did. I had a joke about it for a while where it's like, you know, that's big DNA trying to take away brother's culture. You know,
Fuck, dude. Oh man. The thing, I always love whenever you talk about people from Italy too. I'm sorry, I know I'm going back here. I'm backpedaling, but every time you always talk about like the fucking cultured guy in Italy, you always go to the material of his turtleneck.
Yeah,
He's got a crew neck turtleneck made of cashmere,
but why?
this is an educational. No, I'm bringing this. Okay, well, what's up?
It's just so weird to me that nobody ever because I think Americans, when we think of Italians, we don't think of Italian Americans. We think of
I know. You think of classy people. I want to close out on this because I want you to. I realize I never got to close out this point from earlier. Closing up the tabs here before we finish. It's OCD coming out.
okay.
But this is actually good. This is a lesson for you.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not everything you see. Italy's not everything you see. You go there and you look at what lies before you and you think that's what it is, but it's not. And that's what they want you to believe. They want you to think it is what I present to you because that's the way they do things. They say,
Yeah.
I'm going to put this on. I'm going to present myself a certain way. And now you'll think this is reality. It's not. It's not reality. It's what they've curated. It's what they've created for you to see.
Yeah.
There's a lot that lies beneath it. There's a lot of subtle ideas that are kind of shared in private where you go, oh, that's why the people in America are the way they are. Now, yes, they're more insufferable here. They've become genetically modified over time. Okay, they've percolated. The Italian Americans here have, which is why now they'll say, not for nothing, I'm not racist, but you know, I don't really want. What the fuck do I need these people here for? You know. In Italy, it's a very similar thing where they'll say, it's all fun and games until you marry a black person.
Yeah.
And then it's like, not for nothing. They'll say in Italian, literally, okay, I'm not going to speak Italian to you because you wouldn't get it, okay?
I know the roots of the words. You could try to do it.
No, but it'll be funny if I do it this way. I'm not trying to be a cunt. I'm serious. I'm gonna capture the essence of what I would say if I were speaking it in Italian but translating it to English
I appreciate
with the
this.
same cadence and same spirit.
Okay.
And you'll tell me what it sounds like, okay? No, but listen, I think he's a good person, but why not just marry, why not marry someone that's a little like you? Mm-hmm. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
That's Long Island.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, ma niente.
That's what Italian people.
No, ma niente, no. È una persona brava, ma alla fine del giorno, che stiamo facendo qua? Ti puoi mettere con uno di loro? No. Meglio che rimangano con i loro. Better that they stay with their own. It's
Yeah.
Subtle.
Okay.
Subtle when you hear it in Italian, but transposed into English, it's the same thing. So it's...
Yeah. I mean, you are not a very diverse country.
No.
You guys have done a pretty good job of staying,
This is tough. I wanted to do an hour and we're at an hour here. And
What I don't understand is why you couldn't send any of your, I don't know, like your best and brightest over here. Do you know what I mean?
Best and brightest were succeeding. They didn't need to fucking come over.
Why couldn't they come over? Why couldn't like a chef? Somebody who, we just got veal parmesan and fucking violence.
Yeah, you got people that were broke. You got people that were broke that needed to. You ever see people in Guadalajara? It's like a beautiful city.
Yeah,
they got banking and finance down there. Someone who comes up through to the fucking border to live in San Diego.
Poblanos and
yeah. Okay, at the risk of opening up a pot of worms here and going way longer than we wanted to here. Are you okay on time? Can you do? I'm opening a can of worms here.
Yeah. I can go for a little.
Okay, just I know Italy's very homogeneous. I like it. Mm-hmm. Does that make me a bad guy? I like it. I like that I go there and it's they look like me. I like it. Yeah. I don't know why I like it, but I like it.
Do you feel othered in Montreal? Do you feel like you stick out? I mean, even if you didn't do your hair like such a weirdo,
you know why I stick out? Andy Haynes, because I sound like this.
Because you carry hairspray with you? Is that why you stick out?
Shut up. Hang on. Let's pull up my good friend Bello Brini. Brandon Brini, a Montreal Italian who's a good guy, but this is Brandon Brini. I sound like this, and I know I'm a space cadet to you, but I'm an other in Montreal because I sound too refined.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that weird? I think I've told you.
You want to win $1,500? This is Laval's first ever 3v3 footy tournament happening Saturday, December.
This is a native English speaker.
Yeah.
IQ. 24 teams, one champion. Do you and your boys have what it takes to win? Click the link below to sign up now.
Click the link. Click the link, bro. Now, yeah.
Wait, is his first language English?
That's his first language.
Wow.
That's a native English speaker in Montreal who's Italian. So yeah, I'm othered because I've read the Art of War. I've read The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you don't go there. You're not standing out like that.
He's a good kid. He reads.
Yeah.
I know him. He reads. He's cursed.
Yeah.
It's how his parents
Because
sound.
he's from Laval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but yeah, he lives there now.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to move to. And I'm going to, if I ever have to live in Montreal, I'm probably going to be there because
You do have to live in Montreal. You live there now.
yeah, you know, but if I have to, long term, if I decide to buy a property somewhere, it's going to have to be there.
Okay.
And it's tolerable because it's like, I never have to.
I'll tell you what the best.
Andy, I never have to get overly stimulated. I could look at them.
Oh,
these are my neighbors.
This is going back to Italy? No, you're talking about Canada.
If I move to Laval and I'm surrounded by this,
Yeah.
by that guy, okay, I'm good.
All
yeah,
of us are gonna move
drive
there,
They drive me.
just so you know.
What do you mean?
Climate. We're like, honestly,
make our way
Edmonton's
further
going to
north.
be the
It's gonna be Miami.
Edmonton is going to be Chicago in 20 years.
Okay, let's not get too
And
crazy. Yeah,
Ottawa will be Miami.
Sure.
And Miami will be a underwater diving expo.
It'll be Atlantis.
Yeah, exactly.
I cut you off. You're gonna say.
But I
something.
will
Sorry.
say this. Fuck. I think I forgot it. Damn.
I was talking about.
Well, you were talking about Italy and how
talking about Laval.
Oh,
yeah.
I will say this is the one advantage that my people have over your people.
Yes.
And it's made us very strong, which is that you guys get so caught up with family, and we are the wasps
You're free
are
of it.
willing to cut them the fuck off immediately. Like you and your girl.
I still want to go to church.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
I know.
I don't need the institution. But I like it.
No, and it's better. It's better for you, like as a society and all that stuff.
Well, I'm not getting the societal benefit of it because I'm not being held together by the fabric of the church. I don't have that because I have, a thinking. I have, what's the term? Jesus Christ,
analytical mind.
Well, yeah, but I have, a value system. I don't need to.
But it's good. But like you don't even realize, like, because like I'm sure that there's like a lower propensity for like depression and things like that within your community, just because there's a thing where people have a built-in culture of going next door and going across the street.
That's why I need to be around these people.
Yeah.
And I maybe I'm the guy who's the union leader for.
But
them.
that's fine.
Maybe I run for. For Congress.
That's good. But
I'm not. But
with your comedy dreams, it's horrible because someday
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, I think we should move to Toronto or New York, like that. And your girl. What's the term for your girlfriend
my lady, what?
in Italian?
Well, I call her my girlfriend.
But what do you say in Italian?
The word is la mia fidanzata.
Yeah,
La
okay,
fidanzata.
whatever that is.
Yeah, it's not a word you want me to say girl, which is
I don't know. How would you say my gal?
la mia ragazza.
Okay.
La mia fidanzata, my girlfriend.
Yeah, so you're gonna be having a conversation with her where things are.
Why'd
picking up.
you just make me say it in Italian? What am I?
It was
That's
just fun, yeah.
That's a
I
monkey.
like othering you, and but
okay.
you're gonna be like,
But I'm stupid because I go for it because I want to prove. Yeah, no, I know the word.
I like
let me
it.
say it.
It's like you're like a marionette. I like it. I can just pull your cord and you just turn into
tickle
some
me,
different kind of
tickle me Elmo.
Mediterranean mutt tip for me. But
By the way, that's how I view these people. They exist for my entertainment. They're my neighbors, and I hear them yelling, and I go,
I love it. I don't have any culture like that.
Yeah.
You know, the best I get
So-
is if I ride the train and a Puerto Rican couple gets in a fight.
Sure.
But the
then it's a problem because it's not your own people.
you're going to be trying to move down here or wherever, and your girlfriend, your whatever Gatsa, is gonna, she's gonna be like, but we can't, my mom's right down the street. And I left my mom so quick.
You want to hear a thing
gotten
she's
out
heard?
of there quicker.
You want to hear a thing she's, sorry, you want to hear a thing I've heard her say before? Well, yeah, we could do it, but I'm gonna we'll have to fly my sister in. Yeah. Like a lot.
Yeah, of course.
I got to see my sister.
Yeah.
I get it.
I have a whole family. I don't see them ever because I have
her family's now my family. I have two families now.
Yeah.
I miss her family.
Yeah, the WASP, we're so good at capitalism because we just go,
just cut your ties.
We're out of here. Yeah. Have fun. I'll see you on the holiday.
And by the way, sometimes it's used as emotional blackmail. In my case, it's not even. It's just healthy.
It is healthy. It's healthier. It's better. It's, those blue zones. You know what I'm talking about? The blue zones?
Yeah.
All of them. They got good community. I'm going to die at 75 alone.
Yeah, but you'll have pursued your thing at least.
I have pursued it already.
You will have. Yes, you will have done it, as opposed to the guy who just has his family and was a plumber, but he has a little business.
I don't think that for you. I think you'll probably
won't
have
be
some
me,
kind of entrepreneurship kind of thing. You'll be doing good up in Montreal.
It's gonna have to be comedy adjacent. I'm gonna lose my mind, but that's the problem.
I like to talk about Sam like he's definitely not gonna move to the United States just because I know you want to move here, but you can't because you gotta.
I say that and then I come here and I miss home. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Well, you don't have to live anywhere now, just so you know.
Well, I know I take solace in that, but you need a stable to work out of. I have a club now that I work out of, which is great, but it's small, and I don't know, but maybe it'll grow. It's new. I don't fucking know.
You gotta start telling people you're Filipino. I think that's good.
What'll that do for me?
Just kind of.
I'll get a podcast with you.
Broaden your tickets. I don't have a podcast anymore.
I know, but you did with a Filipino at one point.
Yeah.
I thought that would get more of a rise out of you. It's fucking pretty.
That was pretty good. Pretty good poll.
Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Where can people get at you?
I am on the road. Just go to my Instagram. There's a punch up link in there. That's all my tickets. I will be in your neck of the woods January 23rd. I forgot the name of the venue. And then just all over. I'll doing that. And then I go check out my new podcast, the Underrated Podcast.
You have a new
Mike
one?
Cannon. Yeah.
Oh, since when? That's awesome.
It's not out yet.
Okay, cool. You still doing the I forgot the word you used as a name for this show, the title you gave to it. MapQuest. You still doing the
I wish the MapQuest was too hard because it's like
I didn't think it was going anywhere, but I watched a couple of them. I was like, oh, this is entertaining.
It was my favorite thing I did, but the problem is that I don't have like a streaming audience, which is what you need.
Yes.
And when you post those videos, they fuck up your entire YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, and it just gets sad.
YouTube just
like
goes
200 people view.
Which
is how many people are going to watch this podcast, by the way.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But like my stand-up clips will get between 10 and 20,000 on YouTube. I do better on socials, but like on YouTube, I get between 10 and 20. But then I would have a 200 person viewed live, and it would drag the whole fucking algorithm down.
Yeah.
You have to do that for years to get that. So I want to do some kind of streaming thing, but I haven't figured it out. I loved MapQuest.
All right, well,
MapQuest is if anybody
it's your calling.
Yeah, if you want to go head to head with me on what is it? GeoGuessr?
Let's do it right now. Let's do it. Well, not on the pod. We'll do it in
GeoGuessr, I can fuck up. I think I can fuck up. I think I'm like 99th percentile.
Okay, let's end the pod. I want to duel you right now.